Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Toppers World. Many students do not get their desired band score in IELTS speaking. Despite the fact that they are good in English, they have confidence in speaking in English, but still they are not able to get high band score. This is a major problem I have seen with the many Punjabi students. Though other state students also face problem, but my state students have this major issue. So in this video I am going to talk about major challenges that students face in IELTS speaking, which results in poor band score in IELTS speaking. So there are a number of problems like related to vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, which accent they should follow, British or American, and then related to ideas, fluency and expressions, what kind of volume they should have while speaking. Many of them get nervous, too much nervousness is there. Then many students appear in exam and they use a crammed language, or the language they have mugged up, and they use the same sentences and they do not get desired band score. And some students have habit of using lot of phrases, proverbs, idioms in IELTS speaking, and all these things they do excessively, or sometimes they are not able to use these things in a right proportion, and sometimes they are not able to use these things in a right way. So let's talk about one by one or all these things, and every thing in this regard that I am going to talk here is very important. And if you follow my suggestions, if you follow my advice here, definitely you will be able to score a high band score in IELTS speaking. So first of all is vocabulary. So many students have myths regarding vocabulary. They want to use very high level language and difficult words over here. It's not like that. You should use those words which are you familiar with and have been using for last 4 or 5 years, and you know them very well, that these words you can speak confidently. The words that you have just learned from the YouTube or from mobile phones and just crammed just 2-3 days before the exam, that are not going to work. So use those words that you know very well. For example, people is a very common word and we all know that, but instead of using homo sapiens or multitudes, or some say denizens, residents, citizens, these words, though they are synonyms of people, but they are not the exact meaning of people. They have their own particular area of usage. For example, homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is a scientific name of a species of people, जो हमारी प्रजाति है, that is the प्रजाति, we can say species, not you can't use them as in speaking or in normal essay writings. So be careful. You can use instead some of them, many of them. You can say men and women, okay, or you can say members of society, members of public, individuals. These are the better words than using denizens and folks and masses and crowds and citizens. For example, citizen means someone who is a permanent resident of any particular country and he has authentic documents for that. So citizen is something different, not people. Then we have grammar. Again, the examiner is going to check your English and also check your grammar level, and this is a 25% of the final evaluation of your speaking. So you should pay attention on grammar. Here what I have seen, that students, when they speak a topic, the topic is given the past tense, but they speak in present and they keep on using is, am, are, or low level sentences. They do not use complex language over here, passive voice over here. They do not add taste to their sentences. I mean to say that means they do not use conditional sentences, passive voice, complex, compound. There are a variety of sentences are there, and you need to practice all those things and be watchful whether my speaking contains such kind of words or not, or such kind of sentences or not. Use because, while, meanwhile, however, other than, although, though. These are the linking words which are very important, because they just like cohesive devices in your speaking. So they establish the link between sentences and link between paragraphs, and they are really very important. If you will use simple words like many students speak the way they are talking about any essay. Like for example, if the cue card is about speak about a person whom you like very much, then yes, they speak like my best friend essay of a third or fourth standard. Like Ranjit is my best friend, he is a good boy, he is hard working, he gets up early, he goes to walk, he goes to exercise, he does gymming. So they are very low level sentences. These kind of sentences will not able to provide you high level band score. Then pronunciation, this is a major issue with many students. Students try to copy accent of foreign countries, like those who watch some American movies, they like to speak like John Rambo or Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you can't do these things. If you try to copy them, your own accent will be disturbed, your own speaking will lack accuracy, and the examiner is not going to be impressed by your foreign accent or British accent or American accent. Be natural. If you are a Punjabi, there is going to be effect of Punjabi language on your accent. If you are from South India, you will speak some different style of English. For example, in UP, most of the people say school. They can't speak school. Their habit is that the pronunciation would be like school. So don't bother about these minor issues. Just be natural and speak the way that is the best that you can do, and do not copy others. And the next is repetition of sentences. Many students I have seen that they repeat same idea with different sentences. I like him, I love him, he is amazing person, he is fantastic, he is very important in my life. All these sentences just giving the same idea. This is a repetition, so avoid it. Try to say something different about somebody. Like you can, if you are talking about any personality, you can say that this is a person who is very down to earth and very polite with people. He'll always pay attention to others whenever somebody speaks. So these are the different kind of way of admiring the people. And the next is ideas. Many students want to give very impressive ideas while answering the questions in a speaking test, even in writing. Ideas should be related, relevant, not very impressive. Examiner is not going to be impressed with the very impressive ideas. You can give simple ideas or whatever your original organic ideas. So do not copy somebody's ideas, do not read from any book or repeat the same cue card over there. Many students watch videos in these days on YouTube to practice cue cards, and they speak the same thing. They cram that and they speak the same thing. For example, if you are going to talk about a very popular businessman, so they take the example of Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates, and they do not know much about them. Instead, you speak about any local businessman who is a popular, and you know him, his business and his habits or the way he deals in public. So it's much better that you should speak about any local person, or you can imagine a person over here. So need not to talk about those people about whom you don't know much. Then fluency is in an area which people have lots of myth. Many people say that they should use very fast, very quick and speedy language. Just their means they just speak like as a bullet train is running. It's not like that. You should speak in a natural way, with a natural pace, with natural pauses. When you are talking about some place you visited, so it's very natural that you will say that I went there and I met one person over there. He was a very nice human being, and he was so intelligent, hardworking. So you try to remember about that person. So in this way, at this point, you need not to speak very speedy language that will look unnatural, and your examiner will feel fed up. He will not enjoy your speech. So speak at natural rhythm, not too much fast and not too much slow. So it should be natural. Then expressions, they are very important. While talking, your face should also talk, your eyes should talk, you should have smile on your face, you should have a right kind of expressions. If you are talking something which is sad and disappointing, your expression should be matching with that. If you are talking about something very amazing, surprising, again you should have a feeling of surprise on your face. Then volume, many students speak in very low volume. They speak in English, but they want to show that I am talking in English, and the same time they do not want to communicate properly. So very low volume will definitely a big hurdle in your communication ability. So when the examiner has to make a lot of efforts to listen you, he will not be able to record your voice. So definitely this will be a drastic thing for your IELTS speaking exam. So speak in a proper volume that is audible to the examiner, neither too loud or nor too less in volume. Then nervousness, this is a little bit a natural phenomena. It's unavoidable. Even expert English user get nervous. So nervousness sometimes beneficial as well. For example, it will make you you will not be overconfident. On overconfidence people make mistakes. So when you are a little bit nervous, you are serious about your speaking. So you think, you take time to talk, but too much nervousness, and sometimes students start speaking so fast, or sometimes they start fumbling like this, or they start repeating sentences. The only solution of this problem is that you should have a smile on your face that will hide your nervousness, and lots of practice of English speaking. Daily speak about different things. For example, if you are sitting in your room and there is a fan, then think about some sentences like this is a ceiling fan we use in summers. It's difficult to live without ceiling fan in summers. It provides us cool comfort. Then speak some sentences about light bulb or air conditioner or room or chair. Try to develop so many ideas and speak them in your mind in English. If it is possible, you should speak them loud. It will give you a lot of confidence. Cramming sentences and phrases and proverbs. Some students believe that if they will use a lot of phrases or a lot of idioms, okay, or proverbs, then it will have a very positive effect. It's not like that. When you start thinking about phrases, you will get slow, and there are many chances that you may use them in wrong way. So avoid these things. If you know very well, if you are 100% sure about those things and you are comfort enough, it's okay. Then it's naturally will come out of your mouth. Otherwise, deliberately putting these things or crammed sentences, that will not work. Examiners are very smart people. They can differentiate between what is natural and what is artificial. So try to be natural as much as possible. Then you will be able to get a right band score. And the last one is body language. It also matters a lot when you are sitting in front of examiner and you sway your body back and forth or side to side, or you are not sitting in a proper posture and you make lots of movements. Your eyeballs are not on the examiner, you looking towards the ceiling, or you keep looking on towards any one side, or either you just look down and you are not having eye contact with the examiner, then it is a bit problematic. Try to practice these things. Try to speak in the mirror. Try to speak with your brother, sister. Tell them that they should become examiner. They should have speaking questions and ask you the questions, and you should face them in your daily routine. So in this way, you will find a big change in your speaking. And if you follow all these things that I have just shared with you, I can guarantee you that you can get a good band score in your IELTS speaking. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that this video will be of great advantage to you. Bye bye.